Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper. This is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. It is time to talk about our free-to-play. This week in free-to-play. As you see, we just finished a Dragon Tournament. I'm actually recording this Thursday. I'm on the road. Friday might be bumpy. If you didn't watch the last video, I am on the road for over a week for a trade show. I'm going to visit my family for Easter. Then I have a trade show and some meetings as part of the trade show, and then we're back week Monday. But I'm gonna still try to record. I'm actually taking my laptop. I don't normally because it's such a trash laptop, but it is what it is. So here we are. We just finished the Dragon Tournament. We finished fourth. So that's pretty good. So now the first thing to talk about, I think, from a free to play perspective, is God, I still haven't reset. It's got to be pretty soon where I reset my my tier from that horrific mistake. Anyway, so we're holding on now. See, this is the normal way that I think, for good or bad, for better or worse, you play free to play, is you hold these for events. A progressive chance is not an event unless I know I'm near pity. If I know I'm near pity, then we go for it, right? But I know that I'm off pity here. I haven't had enough voids to worry about pity there. So that's kind of where we're at. Not a lot of progress. So we got this thing here. Artifacts, accessories, and summon, of course, summon champions. Which we're not going to do. This is silly. I'm not at the point where I want to go for a fusion, but I want to have that opportunity. So again, Wait Shadow Legends. Jay Giggs said it right in his video those many years ago. We have materials. We have materials to go. We've got champions. Like I said, I want to get some of these to 50 to get some more progress in the in faction wars. We've got some books that we can use. But we're saving them. We're waiting. It's Wait Shadow Legends. We're waiting until CVC. I'm in a clan that I am by far. They're carrying me. They're carrying me hard. I am not even close to the pulling my weight. And bless their soul. Bless their soul for doing so. But we, hey, look, I just doubled, just by logging in, I doubled my voids. Look at that. Time for a coffee. We can keep that, I guess. So this is really what we're doing. We're just stockpiling resources and playing our turns, using our energy, trying to be as efficient as possible. That's actually could be potential. Sure, I'll find a way to ruin it. And that one's for sale. Which is really nice. You kind of forget those brews and those potions actually come in handy as a free to play. When you're a spender, even a low spender, or even I'm sure there's a threshold you're like, ugh, who cares about the stupid potions and the stupid brews? But right now I really like those. It stops me from having to put energy into leveling. It stops me from having to put energy into potion dungeons. I like it. Anyway, so we haven't pushed any further here. We can 2-key Nightmare. It's really touch and go on Force. So that's the biggest push. We did a little tweaking. We're still using the same team. I will tell you that my next goal is him. And it's just getting his defense up by about 1,500. That's my next goal. If we can get his defense up by 1,500, then that's our next kind of step, I guess, because that'll help us. Also, I'm thinking Iron Brago, like everything else, I get so much value out of Bulwark, who again, he's a little bit better. He's a defense-based champion, so really I want 4,200 and 35,000 would be kind of the stopgap of where we want him to be, and then just everything else into crit damage and I mean, he can go more defense because he's a defense-based champion. We're also increasing allied defense in all battles with him. I really think Brago is the better choice because he's gonna do so much more damage and he's going to increase everyone's defense by 10% of his. So as we push his defense, that only gets better. I just don't know. Can we give it? We'll have to try it. I mean, we're gonna build Brago anyway. We might as well. We can build him at, what is he? 177 speed. Yeah, 177 speed. We'll try to get this. We'll quick cap him. We'll do everything we need to for Brago and see if that works. Because we'll also use him in Doom Tower. He's got the provoke. He's got a decrease attack. He's got the increased defense. And if we find that, yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking close. Then maybe we can look at pushing it even further and booking them and stuff. There's so much books, we've got Aostrid still working away. I haven't really pushed her as far as levels. We still haven't put any books into her. So anyway, so we're not too much further in Nightmare. We've progressed a little bit just in the odd piece swap here, but it's just more about consistency. Siege, I did nothing. I did nothing to assist. I should probably put in a reserve team, even though that doesn't matter. We'll do this. So the deal is I can't fight any of these guys. I don't know if they even want me to put a defense. I would get rolled. But maybe we'll put one in one of the mana shrines or something. We just put that's my reserve team. My reserve team is the team I would use. That's for my reserve team. Has everything. Put you first, and then we'll put you in there, you in there, you in there. No, you in there. Not you. You. That's my reserve team. Slim pickings, my friend. Slim pickings. Like, do they want me even to? I guess, I might be able to pick people off. I really only need one defense. I can't have three. I can't have. There's 2 of 7 here. I might as well put one in, but it's going to be ugly. Because I don't really have any all area speeds left. So why don't we go something like that? Whatever. I'll get picked on, but it is what it is. If they want me to take it out, they can let me know. Curse City, I actually did pretty well. Excuse me. I still don't have a good cleanse champion, so it's really making this difficult, especially with the champions they've been giving me. So we did sneak over a little bit. Maybe we'll start being able to fight here, but so far we did get quite a decent little bit in here. Some inroads. I don't think I've tried every avenue yet. But it's getting, we've hit just about everything we can on normal. On hard, I think were we hard stopped here? Yeah. See, now here's one where I think once I get Brago up, that's a pretty easy win. Now we have Aostrid and Brago. We can bring in Durden as well. That might be one. But we still don't have an answer for Baumel. He actually nearly beat him himself, but the weak affinity makes he's too many strong hits. Maybe with Painkeeper. Is there a way we can make Painkeeper live and do cooldowns, or we can do Steadfast Marshal with his increased defense? That would win today. So yeah, it's been hard's been a little bit more difficult, but that's probably par for the course. We're on the new Doom Tower. We're doing fine so far. We got through this. Still don't have a cleanse, so this could be interesting. Though I will say, having multiple forms of shield and full heal and stuff, I might be able to make it through all 3 of them. We'll see. I'm gonna keep pushing through that. That's been good. I really have to work on Chimera. I have 20 hours. It's active in 20 hours. I have 5 days here. I did get some movement here, but we're still not at the case where we're doing 1 key on normal, which is really where the minimum we need to be. So we need to one key normal. Um, and we're about halfway there. And I think it's just a matter of getting gear. So we did push a lot of gear, and we really didn't get a whole lot of anywhere. Let's see where we are here. Oh, we got some stuff to sell. See what this gear is. Defense, well, we'll keep it. Flat attack, we're not. Crit damage. I gotta say, one thing I'll tell you, for those of you who are watching this trying to garner um, ideas on how to play free to play, a lot of people think, oh, the more you spend, the higher level you are, the more selective you are with gear. And I don't think that's true. I think you should be selective with gear all the time. And here's why. As a free to play player, it is very difficult to keep silver. It is very difficult to build silver, especially in the early mid game. The further on you get, sure, the more silver you have, but you're free to play. You're what, 40 million, 30 million silver, 20 million. That's one good run of an event like the artifact enhancement event. And so when you're looking at, for example, the speed gear here, I can look at this and I can say, okay, it's a 5-star, it's a low crit rate, it's got accuracy resistance, but I'll roll it to see if I get a triple. And I don't think you have that cavalier opportunity. Yeah, I could rework it, but there's no hit here. There's no use for this one. The reality is I should be selling it. And the more gear you roll, the more opportunities I get, but you only have so much silver. And if I'm sitting on 10 million silver, am I going to roll that? Or am I going to roll, like even this one here? What am I going to land here? Sure, I could land accuracy in an accuracy set, but I could also land a flat HP and ruin everything. Maybe I take it to 4, maybe I take it to 8, play that game. Sure, if that's the strategy you want to go with. I actually wholeheartedly am behind those strategies. But if you're really just trying to do for gear improvement, this is the one you roll, right? Because wherever those first two land can dictate what this shield is. And you can still stop at 12 if it splits the wickets. But there's nothing bad can happen from rolling this piece of gear. There's no scenario where, great, it's defense. I have Brago. That'd be perfect. What next? HP. Probably the worst possible scenario, but whatever. I'll take it. Double defense. So now we've got an Iron Brago piece. It's got some speed, it's got crit rate, which we're going to want to crit cap them, and it's got a double defense. Now, I don't have enough silver to roll it up to 16, and I probably shouldn't even roll that. But just for an example, that's one to roll. Why am I holding on to this? Because on the 2 rolls, there's no bad scenario. On the 2 rolls, there's no bad scenario. It's a 6 speed. There's technically one bad scenario. But I think you need to be more picky. Like this piece here, why am I holding on to this piece? Am I going to get anything out of it? Am I ever going to use this piece? Maybe I need a frost set. There's 6 pieces to choose from. Don't choose one that no good can come from this. It's got 2 flat pieces, and not only are they flat, but they're opposing flat, right? So great. I have an HP with crit rate, crit damage. I could absolutely nail those. So maybe you upgrade it to 4 and see where it lands. Great. So now I have to make decisions on that one at some point. But I think for me, I would rather have just sold that and put my interest into, if I'm going to try to roll something for luck, maybe this one. It's got defense, accuracy, speed. Those are great. Or resistance. As long as it doesn't split it and do both accuracy and resistance, it might be good. This one here. Which of these two is going to have a better outcome for me? They're both 6-star shields. One's epic, one's legendary. Arguably, the epics are easier to roll because you only have 3 stats that I can go into. Therefore, it's a 33.3% chance it'll go into the right stat. Or in my case, it's a 99% chance it'll hit flat HP. But when you're rolling gear, this has got way more opportunity. And I've only got so much silver. So should I hold on to this for the next time? But by then, I'll have more gear, some of those pieces of which have potential to be this level of gear, like opportunity, which this is not great. This is okay. But it could roll great, right? And that's what we keep talking about. Like here, well, what's this one going to do for me? It has no HP. This one has no HP, right? This one, I don't know why I rolled it, although it's actually a pretty good piece. This one does have HP, defense, accuracy. Okay. This one here has potential, although God, why always a low roll? Why couldn't it be HP? But I get, my point is, like, just make decisions. Be selective on the gear you actually roll. Now, I'm in no worry here. I got 161 pieces. I'm not going to fill up. So I can keep the gear here. But just always when you're rolling gear, look for the gear like this one here that has the greatest opportunity to be great for your account. And don't waste your time on the other gear unless you have to. Or it's in like a piece like Savage where you start rolling these pieces because you're like, I need 4 pieces of Savage to make a set, so maybe I can get a defensive base. Maybe this can go on Morag. Maybe this can be Brago, right? So just keep that in mind when rolling gear. I don't often, I think I often make poor choices with gear, but I'm trying to be better at making sure that I'm choosing the gear, especially with all these sets that you can earn for free. That you can just get from the Forge passes free to play. You can get from the Doom Tower, from casting from the Forge. These are a lot of things you can do, and because these are free, you're probably going to see more endless supply of opportunity to roll these, and especially the 9-piece sets because they're so critical. Like this one here, if that was any other set, I'd get rid of it. But hey, I can get speed, defense. It's going to give me some pretty banging stats for an accuracy-based champion with some speed as well. Plays with block debuffs. Like the more I get of the feral gear, even if it's just okay or good, not great, it's gonna help the cause. So that's my thing for the day. That's my free to play tip for the day. Be more selective on a free to play account than you would on a paid account. On my main account, I just start with different, right? Because I sell all my 5-star gear. I sell all my rare gear at this point. Unless it's mythical. Mythical 5-star I'll hold on to, and I'll make some very tough choices. Probably sell 90% of it as well if it's 5-star. But just saying, like, I'm more picky, or I'm learning to be more picky on my free to play when rolling gear than I am now. When you're first starting and you just need gear to get on champions, that doesn't apply. This is after your kind of first maybe 30 to 60 days, and you're looking at here. So that's where we are there. I have no progress as far as actual levels up. We're able to farm a lot of dragon. I've been farming stage 2, and I actually moved down to stage 1 because I feel like the percentages are so low. And for some reason, stage 2, anytime it was like a 90% win rate, which I don't like. Whereas on stage 1, it was 100%. So I felt like, given that, the commodity of energy is so expensive for free to play, I didn't want to waste it. Say, now hopefully I'll get some gear. I'll get it leveled up. I'll get to improve this team, which is the team. Really, the problem's on the dragon. And if you check the team I use, you'll understand. Like I got firepower. My poisons only come from the reactionary piece on Taragi, and Kale was just dying immediately, so it didn't really matter whether he was in or not. I've tried other champions in this. I've tried all of them. Maybe when Brago's up, maybe he'll be the key, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. I think I just a steadier poisoner. Is there a defense based poisoner? That would be swell. Someone who can survive a little bit longer would be great. But it works. Spider's Den, we're still at stage 20. We haven't even tried stage 21. I don't even want to think about it. Once I get fully booked, I might actually have to, because I think we talked about this in another video. My Thor hits a little too hard and it causes issues. And I think if I can move to stage 21, whilst it does make it a little bit more difficult to get the targeting properly, I think Thor won't be killing the spiders as easily, which means HP burn will be more effective. So that's a thought. Also, where is he? Yeah, so we're still 3 books away. This will be a big deal because then I can guarantee where they're hitting, and that'll be on him. That'll make things a lot easier for me. I'll probably be able to change the team out a little bit differently. I've been really unlucky with the books here. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on there. I haven't gotten a new channel. Like I still haven't gotten a cold heart. So I still don't have a true enemy max HP that can make this a game changer. So it's going to be slow and steady. But the fact that I'm on stage 20 now is what's probably the most important. Same with Ice Golden Peak. I think we pushed to 21. I haven't pushed this in a while. Maybe I could get going further, but I haven't bothered. Fire Knight Castle, we're at 25. That's what works for us. We don't have any freeze. We don't have any of the skill set needed to go into the hard level. There's no point. This is tough. Once we're done kind of slow playing with our Aostrid, maybe this can be further. It's a 50-50 chance to sleep, though. So I'm like, that's a 50% chance to fail. So, you know, well, I mean, if I get Books Endure, 75% chance, sure. Now the flip side is if we can get the initial fight, and then we can land her decreased speed or weaken. We have other champions that can do it as well. Then when it comes around to re-put him to sleep, then it's a 75 book to 100. So there is a possibility there. I'm sure there's a team that works really well with Aostrid. It'll take time. And gear. And speeds, right? Speed on your gear. I haven't done any further here. 15. Beautiful. I feel like I don't ever have the energy. I also never really have the energy to go into the Iron Twins. And I probably should a little bit. But that's where we're at. For missions, craft 10 rank 5 or higher artifacts. We just got there right after the last CVC. So we'll wait for the next CVC. As you can see, I'm starting to pile up resources. So we're now starting to have some more of these legendary resources. In fact, like if you look at resilience, we can actually do a 10 pop now. We can do a 10 pop here. I'm not touching this other than when it tells me to for a mission, and that's going to save us some resources that we can then use towards CVC, so that we're pulling our own weight. We did really good. We pulled those back-to-back legendaries last CVC, so I don't want them to think that I'm going to be pulling north of 100,000 with this account on a free-to-play this early. That was an anomaly, right? 60,000 was from two ancient shards. So let's not think that'll happen often. Though knock on wood that it happens again. So what else to Great Hall? We're saving Great Hall. We're just gonna keep tokening up. I've kind of done this. I don't know where to focus. I'm completely honest. I don't know where to focus. I feel like damage is where I want, but it's also survivability. It's everything. So maybe I should go back to maxing out the accuracy. My best damage dealers are still both magic. So I don't feel the need to really push the other ones here, but everyone needs accuracy in every affinity. So maybe I'll hit those all up and slowly get those all up to 10, which will allow me to then maybe swap out a banner, or need less of a need for accuracy, substats, those sort of things to be able to build out champions, which means then I can turn around and build other things better. So that's where our thought is. We're sitting in gold 4. For some reason, I've been having a problem getting over that hump, and then of course I get tallywhacked on defense here. Like, why is there a guy who has Marius even in my realm? Why is that even in my realm? Look at all the hundreds. Look at all you picking on me. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Although that's shameful. Oh, look at this team. You dirty whale. All right. That's all I have for you. Just a little free-to-play update. That's where we are. We're gonna keep plugging away. I do like the fragments. I try to get them whenever I can, in hopes that even if I don't get that champion at some point, I can trade it in for some resources. So that's something you should always do. If you can get fragments, get fragments. You don't always have to have the champion. Sometimes you can just trade them in, get some resources. Resources free. It's good. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you to Poetic Anarchy, who was the group that took me in under their wing, and we'll see what the next video is. Maybe I'll do some live arena because you guys love seeing me melt down, and I don't really need a high quality rig to do that. So we'll talk about it. We'll see what's happening. I gotta get moving here. So thank you for watching. Please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.